into a sport like this? Is it time away from home? Is it obviously it's, you're sacrificing sleep? Kind of give me a list of the ways that it kind of impacts you when you're really all into this sort of a sport.
I mean, it has a lot of damper on the family, you know. It's we're away from home at long hours. Our prep time, you know, not just being out in the family, but our prep time before and after doing our job is tremendous. So being away from the family, having them understand what we do for a living is, you know, having our hobby, our job is really something. And so pressure on the family and is really tough in this situation.
That's great. And Josh told me that you are like the best fisherman that he knows, and he doesn't think that anyone could fish better than you. So tell me a little bit, is that a true statement? And how good is he as well?
I think I'm a very good fisherman. There's no doubt about it. I love what I do. I'm very competitive, and I do think I am a very good fisherman up in this area. I do think I'm considered in this region a very, very well good fisherman. Josh is a very good fisherman too. I mean, he I hate to say it, but yeah, he is not as good a fisherman as I am. But he does really good. He works very, very hard and puts more hours into it than I am. And like I said, as a team, we're awesome together.
I love that. And do you know anything about Greenland? You know, for this show, we're going to send you on up to Greenland for 8 weeks, and I'm kind of just document your experiences there working as fishermen. It's supposed to be really cold up there. There's supposed to be some massive houses up there, like the size of people. Is it kind of a fishing mecca up there? Have you heard about it? Do you know anything about it? And are you excited to go?
Oh, my knowledge on Greenland is I don't have a lot of knowledge there. Basically, I know we're going to be fishing. If we're catching, you know, if we're after fish, I know I can catch them. But I'm very excited to get an opportunity to go do this, and hopefully we do get the opportunity to go do this in a competition way form. I think we're going to excel.
Would you be worried about, or I want to say more like what has prepared you for maybe the weather conditions up there? You are from Washington, so that's pretty good. I guess it's cold in Washington. Greenland's going to be kind of like a new experience, new terrain. You've never been there. Different kind of weather conditions, a lot of like more icy waters and things like that. Are you prepared for that? And give me some reasons as to what so far has prepared you for that.
Well, also being a full-time hunting guide also. You know, the late seasons in our late archery season where we're hunting in 0 degrees with a wind chill of -20 has prepared me. Having the right gear, the right knowledge of what to wear in those situations and how to keep warm doing it has prepared me to be in extreme weather situations. And have I done it? I've been doing it for, 20 years in cold weather situations. So the knowledge of being in cold weather and being able to do my job, I have the experience to do that.
Great. And give me just a nice, I want to make sure that I have a nice solid sentence of you saying how many years of experience you have total fishing. So you could say, like, I've been fishing for X amount of years.
Man, being 33 years old, I've been fishing probably since I was 3 years old. I'd safely say probably 27 years easy I've been fishing and doing it quite often.
That's great. That's great. And do you ever go out, and have days where you don't catch what you want, you don't do well enough as you would expect? Are you a sore loser? Do you get frustrated? Do you feel like, damn it, I should have done that better? Or do you just always bring back awesome amounts of fish?
No, I don't catch fish all the time, and I wish I did. You know, being an outfitter and a guide, of course I want to load the boat. But if there are things like I look back on the day, if we don't catch a lot of fish, things I should have done, things to better myself every day, I do get down on myself a little bit and thinking, man, I should have done this or I should have done that, and I go out the next day prepared to not make those mistakes, to better myself, to make sure I catch fish the next day.
And what kind of character traits do you have to be really, really successful at this? Like, do you have to have an enormous amount of patience? Do you have to have an enormous amount of physical strength? Do you have to be able to plan strategy really well to outsmart the fish? Give me a bullet point list of some, things that you need to really just be really good at this. Anybody can go out there, but not everyone can do really well at it.
Sure. I mean, you got to be able to take in the situation. If it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's cold weather, if it's nice weather, you got to be able to read the fish. You got to know to adapt to the conditions on what kind of gear you bring, fishing gear, to be able to adapt to the situation. So knowing what the fish are doing, water temperature, depth, everything, being able to take all that in. I kind of have a checklist in my head. Every day it changes, and if I'm seeing the fish act a certain way, I need to change up and do this. So experience on the water, knowing the situation, having a checklist in your head of going through how to change throughout the day. Every day is always a little different on how to approach to catch the fish. That's what I do. You know, that's just years of experience on the water and being able to adapt to put fish consistently in the boat.
Great. And I know that Josh had a restaurant business, and he sold that business, correct, to join you in this full-time career path.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that in your own words. Is that a risk for him? I mean, he's making less money, but he says he's like way happier than he was when he was working in a restaurant business. So kind of just tell me how you got him into that, and why you think it's great that he's with you, and is it a risk for him, or do you think that he's much happier now?
Oh, he's extremely happier now. You know, this is something he lives and breathes. He's done since he was a little kid also. It's been great having him out here to do this full time, and coming out here, he's my right hand man. If he knows if I don't get it done, he's always one step ahead of me, and he knows, okay, we have this, and this to do throughout the day. We need to get this done, and if I can't get it done, he gets it done. And he actually does more on the hunting end of it and fishing end of it than I do. And, you know, having a guy like Stump, he makes me look good. Having employees and people like that make you look good, people like Stump. I mean, he's like I said, he's always one step ahead of me. We think a lot alike, and by thinking a lot alike, we get it done.
Great. And one last thing I just want to ask you is, again, just making sure you're making a little bit of eye contact with the camera on this one, and just tell me why you think that the two of you would just kick ass in Greenland and just show those people up there how it's done. I want you to just definitely, like, you know, check your modesty at the door, pump up a little bit of the ego a little bit, and just let me know with confidence, like, you know, Stump and I have got this in the bag. We are just a team to beat. We're the team that's going to come out of nowhere, and we're really strong fishermen who really work well together. Just really sell me on why you guys are like a great duo for this.
Man, Stump and I, we've gone from the coldest conditions that we can get up here in the Northwest to catching fish to hunting a lot. We just do everything together, and it is a competition. You know, everything, even though we're guiding every single day and we're hunting every day and fishing every day, we want to excel, and we are the best what we do up here in the Northwest. We get it done. People pay good money for this experience, and we just don't sit back and take people's money and just have a so-so experience. We go out there and we give them what they pay for. We are going to be awesome at this competition because we are so competitive that we don't take failure as an option. We will succeed.
Great. That was awesome, Jared. So what I want you to do is just one last thing like we did at the beginning. Give me your name, what you do for a living, and where you live.
My name's Jared Gibbons. I'm 33 years old. I'm a hunting and fishing guide out of Omak, Washington.
Fantastic. You can go ahead and stop that recording now.
Get it? Okay, we're stopped.
Okay, great.